Hey, Michael, Colleen. Well, the group of dozens of people that we showed you earlier has grown to hundreds of people out here at this press conference that you mentioned. They have taken over the street. In fact, they shut down Los Angeles Street here, blocking traffic. And like you mentioned, we just heard from many different speakers, from people from local community groups, from people from the labor union, and also from people who have family members that were detained, not just today, but in the weeks before. Now, we did speak with one woman, and I do want to share a little bit about her. She tells us that her husband was actually detained this morning after dropping off their daughter at school. She tells us he was at the car wash washing his car when all of a sudden federal agents surrounded the area and detained him and others. Here's more on what she had to say.
And it just sucks because, you know, you're heartbroken, like your family, like we have two daughters. Then I know they're not coming home to their dad. And, you know, he works really hard. He's a great guy. So he's been here 13 years. It's just like everything else. It's very hard to, you know, actually go through that process. So everybody else in there, like a lot of people, their family members came to the interviews. So it's like, you know, what are we supposed to do?
Now, Michael, Colleen, when I first met this woman, she was overwhelmed with emotion, and not only because, you know, this just happened this morning, but because she came across this huge crowd, and she says that it made her feel less alone, and like she has that support from her community who's standing behind immigrants. Now, we've also spoken with local community groups who tell us this isn't it. They're going to continue rallying for our immigrant community and in support of that. That is my report live from downtown Los Angeles. Amber Frias, NBC4 News.
All right, Amber, thank you. During today's raids, the president of SEIU California, David Huerta, was injured.
NBC4's Macy Jenkins live right now outside LA General Medical Center in Boyle Heights, where Huerta was taken. And Macy, you had an opportunity to speak with the mayor in the past hour.
I spoke with her just moments, Colleen and Michael, after she met with David Huerta, the president of California SEIU. She says that she was in the room with him after a few hours after he was detained by ICE. Now take a look at some video from earlier today. This was taken by a cell phone in downtown LA. You can see federal agents creating a barrier around David Huerta. He is on the ground being detained. Now, I spoke with Mayor Bass just moments after she left the emergency room. After speaking with Huerta, she says he was pepper sprayed just before he was taken into custody. Tell me, how is he doing right now?
Well, I mean, he is doing okay physically, but I know what really impacted him the most was the emotional trauma of watching parents and kids being separated. There were young children that were there that witnessed their parents being taken into custody, and I think that hit him emotionally very hard. He is being detained by ICE right now. He's going to go into ICE custody, and we hope to get him out very soon. I don't know the reason why he's being detained, but the point is of what happened today was just outrageous. What worries me the most is the sense of terror that it creates within the community.
Now, SEIU released a statement calling for Huerta's immediate release from ICE custody, saying, "We are proud of President Huerta's righteous participation as a community observer in keeping with his long history of advocating for immigrant workers and with the highest values of our movements, standing up to injustice regardless of personal risk or the power of those perpetrating it." Now, Bass says she's coordinating a meeting this coming Monday with all of the players, the people who are involved with working with immigrant communities to come up with a plan to figure out what to do in the future when this happens again. That's the very latest. Reporting live here from LA General, Macy Jenkins, NBC4 News.
Macy, thank you. And of course, there were immigration raids all across Los Angeles today. Federal agents took people into custody at several locations. This one you're looking at here, a garment business called Ambiance in the LA Fashion District.
Yeah, dozens of protesters showed up there. NBC4's Lolita Lopez live in downtown Los Angeles with more for us. Lolita.
Yeah, Michael and Colleen, the gates right here behind me is where we saw two vans coming through there with people inside. It's unclear where anyone was taken, but definitely it was because of this building that so many people descended on this block and at the front of the store on 9th Street and Town Avenue. We're going to take you video to a few hours earlier where this was